This is most likely the most important piece of tech I have ever bought when it comes to making these videos. It's truly flat out awesome, but I'm a little upset about it. Let me explain. What's up, my dude? Your friendly neighborhood Tony here, and welcome to the Spare Tech Room. Now, if you don't know what this is just by looking at it or by reading the title, it's the Rode Streamer X. And in short, it allows you to take whatever fancy camera you have or fancy microphone and hook it directly into your computer for recording or streaming. Now, I bought mine a little over a year ago for about $400, and although, yes, that is a lot of money, I have to say it was totally worth it. But what really grinds my gears is right now, you can pick it up online for about $250. I'll go ahead and link to the best deals that I found for the Streamer X as a pinned comment and in the description box below if you want to check those out. But with this crazy price drop, is the Streamer X something that I think you should consider picking up for yourself? Well, yeah, obviously, but not entirely. I did have some pretty serious problems with my unit, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. First, let me try to explain what the Streamer X can do. So the Streamer X is a 2-in-1 device. First, it's a high quality audio interface with XLR input for professional microphones. I really could do a crazy long video going over just what this thing can do as far as audio is concerned. But basically, you can take whatever microphone you want to use, regardless of how gain hungry it is, and hook it straight up into the Streamer X. And if you don't know what gain hungry means, it basically means a microphone like this one here, the Shure SM7B. It requires a bit of juice in order to get as much volume as possible out of it. And oftentimes you have to buy secondary devices, whether it's something like a cloud lifter or any other gain booster, in order to get all the volume that you can out of it. But with the Streamer X, it has so much juice that it can handle this with no problem. You can also hook up a headset microphone to this or one of the Rode Wireless Go's. Those are the little microphones that you can clip onto your shirt and walk around wirelessly with them. But either way, whatever microphone you decide to use, once you have it connected to the Streamer X, it opens up an entire world of audio processing options. You then have the ability to download a program called Rode Central, which allows you to create custom audio routing profiles, which is a must-have when it comes to streaming. You can control which audio, whether it's your microphone or your computer or something else that you have hooked up, you can control if that goes to the stream, to the recording, or back out to your headphones. Also, if you click on the little settings icon next to your microphone, you have a full suite of audio processing. In the advanced mode, you can add a high-pass filter, a de-esser, a noise gate, compressor, aural exciter, and some really in-depth EQ settings. And if you don't want to deal with all that, they have a more simplified version of the EQ that you can use. I should also mention that you can hook up an instrument directly to the Streamer X, which is not something I personally do, but if you want to mess around with recording some music, you totally can. Oh, and on the front of the unit, you have a bunch of what are called smart pads, which are buttons that you can pre-program to play different audio sound effects or to create some kinds of shortcuts on your computer. And you have the ability to quickly mute your microphone if you need to, or cut the video feed with the push of a button. Just for what this does on the audio side of things, I would say it is absolutely worth $250. Oh, but wait, there's more. But before we get into that, if you're enjoying this video or if it's helping you out, can you do me a solid and subscribe? I'm just a tiny little channel here trying to make my way to my first 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you were to join, it would really mean a lot. Okay, that's enough shilling. Let's not forget though that this doubles as a full-on 4K video capture card and pass-through. So if you have a mirrorless camera, you can hook it straight up to your Rode Streamer X and pass on full 4K video right to your computer. I do this for every video that I make, and it makes the process so much easier. I can record a full 4K video with baked-in processed audio from my microphone directly to my computer. So you don't have to deal with memory cards and moving files around or syncing audio in post. It's all right there on your computer, ready to edit. I should really test it out to see exactly how much time it saves me, but it is a lot without a doubt. Also, the HDMI input isn't just for cameras. If you're a game streamer, you can hook up your game console right to the Streamer X. It'll allow you to record the game footage on your computer and reroute a second HDMI to a separate monitor. That way you're not dealing with any lag or anything like that. This thing is incredible. Honestly, maybe too incredible. And that kind of ties into my one major issue with it. You see, the Streamer X does so much. It's a high-level audio interface and processor with a full 4K HDMI input, all running to your computer through the unit and through one tiny USB cable. Super convenient, but also super easy to mess up. And that's what happened to me. See, I started to notice that I was having some issues with recording my videos. I'd fire up my recording software, which is OBS, and for whatever reason, I wouldn't be getting anything video or audio wise. So I would restart my camera and sometimes that would work, or sometimes I would restart the OBS software and that would work, or sometimes I'd have to completely unplug the Streamer X and plug it back in and do a full reboot. And for a while, it was annoying, but it was fine. And then eventually, rebooting didn't work. I would hook up my Streamer X to one USB port and I would get video, but no audio. Then I would move it to a separate USB port and I would get audio, but no video. And yes, I tried multiple different USB cables, including Thunderbolt cables. I tried different computers, both Windows and Mac, and nothing was working. And that is the danger of having all of this in one unit. If something breaks, you're in real trouble. Now, thankfully, Rode is a legit company. I reached out to them, let them know what was happening. They asked me a few questions so they could better understand. And ultimately, they just told me to send them my unit and they sent me a new one. And in all fairness, that new unit has been working just fine ever since. In fact, if you're watching this video right now, it's recorded on my new Streamer X replacement. And if I'm being honest, if something did end up happening to this unit, I'd probably just buy another one. There's really nothing else on the market that I'm aware of that does what the Streamer X does as well as it does it for as cheap as it does it. But let me know what you think about the Streamer X in the comments below. Or is there another unit that you think I should test out and maybe compare to it? Also, again, if you want to pick one up for yourself, I will go ahead and link to that in the description box below and as a pinned comment. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe. That way, I can see you next time in the Spare Tech Room. Be good.